Good afternoon, everyone. I have come to believe that each of us has a personal calling that's as unique as fingerprint, and that the best way to succeed is to discover what you love and then find a way to offer it to others in the form of service, working hard, and allowing the energy of the universe to lead you. These are the words of Oprah Winfrey. So, for starting a new chapter of learnings, or we can say a new webinar, I, Amita Singh, your host of the day, wants to extend a warm greeting and good afternoon to all of you who are present here. On behalf of whole SEMS family, I welcome you all for today's international webinar on topic how to create your personal branding with a purpose. I hope you all are doing amazing. So I see a quite number of people are joining us. Before I proceed, let me take a brief moment for the introduction of my organization. SEMS Welfare Foundation is a not for profit entity established to work in the area of education, social welfare, women empowerment, skill development and entrepreneurship, livelihood generation, etc. SEMS Group has conducted various international conferences, seminars, workshop, and webinar in emerging technologies in various parts of India and has an active network of 3,000 plus engineers, managers, and researchers, etc. As discussed earlier, the topic of today's webinar is how to create personal brand with a purpose. Our speaker of the day, Mr. Nilesh Kataria. Everyone knows the importance of good branding when it comes to your business, but what about building a personal brand that's associated with you as an individual? Never underestimate the power of personal branding. When done right, it can be the most valuable asset. Personal branding can be your superpower, but how to create a successful personal brand? Let's see. On discussing this in detail, I am delighted to have our guest, Mr. Nilesh Kataria. Nilesh, sir, is a founder of Speak to Uplift. He is currently pursuing MBA from Lovely Professional University, Punjab. He has done graduation from the same university. He has certification of CMA, well-versed knowledge of Tally software and international business English. He has an expertise in account management and auditing the certificate of management accounting US. He has experience of marketing manager from Coding Ninja. He HR manager in Tranquil and coordinator as coordinated manager Conclave. The world is full of diamonds and gems, and we have one of them here today. So, without any further ado, I would like to give my heartiest welcome to our guest, Nilesh Kataria, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Amita. It was a wonderful introduction by you. And thank you so much, SEMS team, for such a great session. And I hope like this session is going to be the fantastic one. And I'm going to add some value into it. Guys, first of all, thank you so much. And before, what we need to know what is actually the personal brand is. It's going to be the one-to-one conversation, and I'm not. Basically, never prepare a PPT or I never prepare. I go for the extempore. I feel it's going to be the one-to-one learning. First of all, we need to know what is personal brand actually. Is it, for example, Ritesh Agarwal is a personal brand. OYO is a brand. That's a different entity. People don't know what is personal brand and why we need to make the personal brand. Today, if you want to survive in the market, you need to create your personal brand. As a student or as anyone, like for example, you want to do a job in a corporate after your graduation, you need to make your personal brand. That's a really important. And why we need to make, as you all know, everyone wants to earn. Simple thing is, if you really want to earn good and want to make status in your society, you need to create your personal brand. That's all. I will proceed with the three things. Why how you can create your personal brand. That is PEI. Might you not heard what is PEI and how it's work? P is for progress, and E is for express, and I is to invest. What is progress basically? Progress is basically, for example, Nilesh is doing MBA, right? And in LPU, there are 1,000 people which are in Nilesh batch are also doing a MBA. So why the company will hire a Nilesh not someone 999 people who are also doing an MBA. That's the question here. Everyone wants a 12 lakh package, 18 lakh package, 20 lakh package, but why they will hire you? That's the question here. You need to create your personal brand. Progress is basically, I will let you know, like, for example, you have a skills, like you are good in digital marketing, you are good in any sports, you need to keep working on that, because there is in your mind you never feel satisfied. I'm done with it, I am really great. Please don't be proud on your skills. On the day you feel like you are the best one, your progress is going to be stopped. So that's, we need to progress. Second one is express. Why we need to express? For example, like, I will tell you, first of all, my story, like how I started my journey into entrepreneurship, or how I started, basically why I started MBA. In my school times, like I was a very average student. Like till the time I was in seventh, I was a very average student, and which scored around 65 to 70% of the marks in the seventh class, right? And every time our co-mates and relatives called, Nilesh will be going to be like, after plus two he is going to sit like, we having our family business, so they just say like Nilesh is going to sit at the shop only after his plus two class. Fine. So what I have done, like I always like I have a talent about mathematics. Like I can do calculation very fast, but my marks was not that good. Like for example, I will let you know, like for example, I can for six for six paper, like 4, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36 calculation skills I have from the starting of my career. So there was a one talent hunt in our school, and I just written my name, like just go for a fun and have something. I really want to see like what is going to be. I just gone there and speak the table, and people got shocked. The person who is getting a 65% of the marks is too good in the calculation. So from that point of view, I got a confidence in that, and I started working on myself, and I started going for the news. And you know one thing, when you going to express yourself in the front of audience, na, you will feel your co-mates, especially your like classmates and your colleagues, are not going to like means appreciate. They're going to say, what are you doing actually, what is the actual benefit? But a benefit, I feel, I realizes after 5 7 years. I started with that, and my percentage started to increase. My like parents starting to feel happy, like Nilesh is also doing study, because I feel like it's started becoming a personal brand from my school level only. And when I was in the 10th or plus one class, I got as a vice head boy. So it's actually a personal brand, I feel. Fine. And then it comes to college. One thing, I will I go by the story, and if anyone feel you having a doubt, just stop me and ask anything. Fine. And when I enter the college, I am from state board. Like if like some are from foreign, so like I am from state board, uh, and people are from ICIC board, and people are from CBSE board. And when I entered into the lovely professional university, it was a really a shocking thing for me. Shocking, it's not going to be shocking. Like first day, everyone was talking in English. Like every teacher came and tell like, introduce yourself. You know what is my at that moment of time, I feel like, and in my school, I was at that level. I feel like I'm doing so much wonders in the school. No one is a competitor of mine. When I entered into the college, into 30 class, it is just a 30 people are in their in the class, but they are introducing like, my name is this, I'm doing this, I've done this. So I actually got shocked, like, because so when I entered into the class, I feel actually shocked, because I not know, I just stand up and say, my name is Nilesh and I came from Fagwada, Punjab. And that was first time, and people are at great level. So I really feel like I'm from the state board, how I can survive in the students. 30 days, I feel well. Like I started feeling how to like basically communicate with the students, how to actually deal with the things. So after 6 months of my journey in the college, it was a 2018. After 6 months of my journey in college, I started student organizations and I started gaining confidence. And after my first year of my graduation, I got to work in X department of LPU, where the facilities are like 40 years is working with the facilities of a 15 years, and the people facilities which teaches Nilesh came to Nilesh like for a 2 months, and they are actually shocked like Nilesh is working in that cabin. That's how I started gaining confidence. I learned a lot in that 2 months of internship. It was like after first year, it's not compulsory to do an internship in our college, but I just joined. I just want to gain some confidence. I have given the interview, I got selected, and I really feel I learned a lot from there. I started gaining confidence. And second year of my graduation in 2019, I opened a startup which is called Any Publisher, which is into edtech type of company, like Byju's. So I open as a tuition providing company, which is again I feel I not get that much of success in that, because you know one thing, I already say no one is going to say you go ahead. Only few people is going to say you like, okay, going great, just keep it up, you will get something. So that's how was the journey. And then come to third year of my graduation. I started earning as a revenue from my startup, and people started respecting me. Fine. I done my CMA, certified management accountant from USA. I got a job offer from USA because I always feel I want to be entrepreneur. So I never I gone for the 2 months of work, and after that I returned to the back, and I thought like I just really want to work on myself, and I really want to do something my own. So that's how my story goes. And right now I'm handling a two organization. Like one is Speak to Uplift, which is a platform for successful stories to come, and like Josh Talk or a TED Talk, and the other one is EdTech. And I feel I'm doing great in my life and earning. So that's how I build my personal brand. I am building my personal brand. So I hope you like how my journey starts and how I am doing in my life. So now come back to the topic, like how to create a personal brand with a purpose. Fine. Everyone talks about personal brand, this and this and this. So I feel you really need to be know your purpose, like why you want to create your personal brand. And with purpose, personal brand with a purpose is really important. For example, I want to be a cricketer. Fine. And I am doing MBA, I am doing CMA, I am doing this, I am doing this. Is it a benefit I am getting? Sorry to say, Nilesh, but you are not getting any benefit, right? So that's, you need to create a personal brand with a purpose. You really need to focus in your early stage of life, like what exactly you going to do in your life and how you going to proceed for that. Like I explain you, I want to be entrepreneur. For that, I am exploring the things. I am doing my own startups. I got failure also, but I'm doing at my own because I really want to do my own only. That's how, with a purpose. So as I explained about PEI, if you want, you can write three words PEI. You will remember, like in your, might be in your life, you will remember this. And any of your friend or any of your colleague or any of your like family member going to ask you, always going to say PEI: progress, express, and invest. That's a my life funda. That's how I believe, like when I start my day. What is a progress rate, like at what level you want to achieve? I will explain you. No, like everyone don't want a 1 million rupees in their life. Some are satisfied with the 50,000 of the salary, some are satisfied with the 1 lakh, some are satisfied with the 2 lakh. Simple is they want a life comfortable. So you really need to know what is your actually expectation from your life. You want to be like earn a 1 million, or you want to earn a 1 lakh? That's like, for example, like a person who is earning a 1 lakh is a good. I feel if he or she is doing great in his life, so it's actually great. So you really need to know what is your purpose. Progress, you need to track your progress rate. If you want to earn 1 lakh rupees in a month, you need to know what is your progress rate and how it's going to be proceed. Fine. The next one is express. Express means you like I recommend you to make you like if you all have a LinkedIn handle, that's really great. And if you not have a LinkedIn handle, just go and have a LinkedIn handle or Instagram, or if you can, please open your YouTube channel. You know, you really need to express yourself to your like co-mates. For example, I will take example of Amita. Fine. Like our host of the day, if Amita wants to be into the marketing field, so she really need to connect with the marketing people. She really need to express herself, right? She really need to tell like a co-mates why she is different and how she is progressing in her life. So express yourself to your co-mates or colleagues or where you want to go. And third one is invest. You really need to invest a time. Fine. Time, as well as I will tell you, like people say, like our grandfathers or like our parents also say, like I will talk like beta invest karna. Like in Hindi they say beta invest karo, and invest your time as well as starting investing from your like when you start earning. If you earn 2000 rupees now, for example, if you are a student at the age of 17 or 18, you are earning a 2000 rupees, start saving 10% of it. 200 rupees, start saving. Start feel I am not going to spend, I am going to invest somewhere, or I am going to save back money. Surely one day you will feel you are making a right decision. Today you are earning 2000 rupees, tomorrow you will earn 2 lakh rupees, and at 2 lakh, when you going to save 10% of the money, it's going to be 20,000, and it's going to create your personal brand. And this 200 rupees, for example, Nilesh is earning 2000 rupees, fine, and Nilesh is saving 200 rupees. So Nilesh, you need to spend that 200 rupees on your personal brand. How you will spend? For example, Nilesh want to be a motivational speaker, as an entrepreneur and a motivational speaker. So Nilesh need to invest on like gadgets, some of the gadgets or some of mics or camera or something like. So you need start saving money for that purpose. Fine. That's how you can create your personal brand. PEI. I feel everyone going to remember: progress, express, and invest. Fine. So the next thing which I really like before a session, like I will tell you one more thing. like I am not at my home place actually. So I really want to, like, before starting a session, I really don't know like what I'm going to do in the session. So before a session, I sit for a 20 minutes and start like what is actually going to I'm discuss. So I written something like it's actually not about a product or services which you sell. It's about you and you only. People will recognize you for like if I'm working in some great company in Deloitte or KPMG or any other Google or anything. It's not about like what I'm selling, what I'm doing. It's always people are going to remember, oh, why like Kanika is best or why Amita is best. So that's how the people is going to recognize you. And other thing is, before moving ahead, any questions? Because I don't want like it's a like a lecture class. Before moving ahead, any questions? Anything, guys? I really want to hear something from your side also. Yeah, please go ahead. Someone raised their hand.
Hi, sir. Good evening. My
Good
question
evening.
is, what can you advise is the good investment for a student like me? What kind of
Yeah,
investment?
fine.
Thank you,
Um,
sir.
Thank you so much. So, what kind of investment? Like I explain, if you really want to, so what's your purpose in life? Before moving ahead, what's your purpose? Like, what you want to do in your life after the student life, and what you really want to achieve? Can you please tell?
My purpose is to have my own business because I'm an entrepreneur student right now.
Fine,
Yes,
great.
yes.
So, what kind of business you want? Like, what kind of business you want in?
A food business or a cosmetic business, beauty
Fine, fine,
products. Yeah.
fine, fine, fine. So she wants to be having a cosmetics business, right? So I explain about invest. I believe in the funda of invest 10%. That's my funda for life. Like I invest 10%. So if as a student you are getting a pocket money from your like parents, or if you are earning something, like for example, she is earning 500 bucks, right? And if she is saving 10% of it and investing into cosmetics, how she's investing into cosmetics, like as she want to open a cosmetics business, she really need to explore like what kind of cosmetics are there in the market, different brands having different like for example, she want to have a face wash, right? So there are like if I talk about one company, they having 10 different types of product range. This is for like oily skin, this is for whitening of skin, this is for polluting of skills. So she need to like obviously use that products and need to see the products, what actually how the companies are dealing into that. And and she really need to spend the money on that cosmetics which she really want to build their brand. That's what I feel. I hope you satisfied with my answer.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any other question before moving ahead, or I move forward? Okay, let me move forward. If you have any question, you can like I will stop and you can ask. Okay, fine. So one more like it's going to be one-to-one advice. So like what I have experienced till the time of my, like I'm 24 24 now, and 23, sorry. So I'm 23 now. So like what I have experienced in my life, I'm going to just tell you like that only. Please not to be a, I told you you need to be different, but please not be a hero in your life. How this I will explain this. Like if you try to be hero na, at some point of time in your life, like in starting you will get some obviously good congrats and from your colleagues and all. But after some time people are starting saying he or she's having attitude. Try to be a guide, like guide for others. When people say me na, we can have a Nilesh will guide us, like if I want to start my entrepreneurship journey. That's how I want to build my image in the public. I really don't want to be Nilesh is a big person, or Amita is a really big person, might she not even talk, or might she not give the advice. So try to be mentor for your younger like siblings, or for your friends. When you try starting giving as a mentor, like as a friend, don't force advice. If he or she wants something, give her advice in personal as well as professional life. You always remember your customer is going to be the hero. I relate with the example of Mama Earth. How many of you know about Mama Earth company? How many of you know about? Just raise your hand, or you can say yes, 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 or something in the chat box. How many of you know Mama Earth? If you know Mama Earth, might be some connection issues and no one is speaking. So like Mama Earth is basically into the face wash and cosmetics and all. So how the company, yeah, knows people knows about Mama Earth. So how the Mama Earth started his journey is, so like here the journey start from the family only. A mother feels like her child is feeling a problem of a skin problem, so she started with a products which is Ayurvedic type of products, right? Started a journey from at their home only, because she feel like many of like in India, or like all over the world are feeling the problem of a skin allergy or something like that. So I'm just saying, always remember one thing in your life. If you are doing your own job, business, freelancing, anything you are doing in your life, always remember your customer is going to be the hero. You are not going to be the hero. You are always going to be the serve the society. If you serve the society, now society will make you the hero for sure about that. If you're not going to serve the society, you are going to say, I'm this, and I'm this, blah, 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 blah. So people will, after some time, will not going to make you a hero. Okay. So another thing is, if you're doing something in life now, for example, like one of told me like she's a student. Start doing, if you are doing some activities in your college or in your school, start telling your public, start telling through your social media handle, start explaining through a story. Like how I started my session is, when I do a session or thing, I always start with a story purposes. I feel like people can relate with the story, right? So I always start with the story. So always try to build your story, how you started your journey, and track your journey. Like what's your PEI? Always remember PEI, progress. So always track like where are you right now, and after that, like after 1 year, where Amita wants to see, right? So it's really important. Fine. And one thing, people always say, you need to find a right kind of audience. Sorry if I'm wrong, this is my own perception. Might someone can be a right, but I never feel you need to be have a right kind of audience. I feel you just do your effort, right kind of audience will come to you. Fine. Just start doing. For example, if I really want to build my brand, I really need to focus on my brand, what I actually want to do in my life, and people will surely gonna come, and people surely gonna follow me. That's how I feel I progress. Any question before moving ahead? Because I really don't want like more lecture and lecture. This all we can find on Google also, YouTube also. Any kind of question? I have some more things before I had like any kind of questions. Guys, anyone, Subhash, Nicole, Jack, anyone, Divine, anyone, no one. I feel we are here for something like we are spending a Sunday, right? And if we are giving a 1 hour, taking a 1 hour of lecture or 1 hour of webinar, we really need to like, if I'm not getting anything, so that's not a benefit for me. Also, any questions before moving ahead? Just let me know your ages. This is the Soumya. Sir, I want to know how a student can build a personal brand on LinkedIn. Fine, fine, fine. That's a great. How to build a personal brand on LinkedIn? First thing, for the LinkedIn, you really need to be active. Fine. You really need to post things on the regular basis, and you really need to connect with the right, not right kind of audience. You really need to connect with the people you really want, admire. For example, Nilesh admire MBA chai wala, right? So Nilesh need to try to have a comment on his comment section. Fine, that's how I can build a personal brand on LinkedIn. And especially if I talk about LinkedIn, patience, any social media platform, patience is first thing. Don't feel ki you can build your brand in 1 month or 2 months. It's going to be a patience. Do you want to share like 2 minutes of my LinkedIn journey? How like my LinkedIn journey? I like recently crossed 10K followers on a LinkedIn. I can share in a 1 minute. So for I feel which is quite great. So I will let you know like I am doing like good in my life in the starting of this year and the February month. Someone told me like one of my friend, just come on a LinkedIn and start exploring the thing on the social media. I thought like it's a wastage. I always feel social media of a wastage of a time. I will take your question, Jack, also. Just let me complete a LinkedIn, then surely gonna you'll take. So someone told me, Nilesh, come on the LinkedIn. You will have lots of things. You will get connected with the people. I when Before this year, I always feel social media is a wastage of time, and you might got shocked like at the age of 22, a person is not handling his a year ago. I was not having my LinkedIn, any other social media. I'm just using a WhatsApp. People are actually shocked at the age of 22. He's just doing, I don't know what he's actually doing. So I started making LinkedIn handle, and it was a day 15th February. I always going to remember 15th February 2022. I started posting a first post of mine, which already I think only got reached to 200 views and 4 or 5 likes. Fine. And I believe post for 20 days without thinking anything. I will post every day. I do one post. I started posting. And like day by day I started getting results, people starting sending me connection requests, people starting sending me this and this, people starting messaging me your content is nice. So I got like I will be active on a LinkedIn, and for like it takes me 2 months to reach 1K followers. Okay, it are almost 6 months now on me on LinkedIn. So after next 1000 is and after like next 1000 come in like 40 days. So 2000 followers in 3 months, it's like a very long. And next 1000 came in 25 days. And you know what happened is after that, like 4 months gone, Nilesh feel okay, LinkedIn is going, and Nilesh having 3000 of followers. Fine. And after that what happened is, Nilesh, like in last 2 months, Nilesh got around 8,000 more followers, and now it's all more than 10K followers. It's all about patience. It's all about consistency. Any social media, and I'm actually going to discuss about something about social media. Like that's my actual point is, and someone from that ask a question. Just let me know. Yeah, Somyajit asked the question. Yeah, sure, sir. Even I'm a order follower. Your content is definitely guide to all of us. Thank you for such a. I had 2K follow. I want to establish myself as a LinkedIn creator. You need to post daily, brother, and you really need to be consistent. Patience, you will get your audience, and you surely gonna get a great amount of followers. You surely going to earn from the LinkedIn as well. But be consistent, be patient. That's how I can guide you. And the other question, I have one more question in the chat box. Hi sir, what is the difference between personal branding and personal brand management? Personal branding is like how you want to people say you about you, right? And how people want to say about Nilesh, what who is Nilesh, fine Jack, and other like manage for a time for a personal branding. Like I having my college from 9 to 5, right? And after 9 to 5, I have two things in my mind. I can do a rest for 3 to 4 hours, or I can work on myself, or I can work on my startup. That's how. So you really need to manage it on a daily basis if you really want to grow in your life. That's another point which I can tell you, Jack. Let me touch social media, and after that, if you have any question, guys, one thing I really want to recommend you all, start using your social media handle. It's a really powerful tool, and believe me, in coming 2 3 years it's going to be at more peak. And people, according to the I was reading analysis, around like 79 million of the users are there in the India, and it's going to be 93 million in like next one more year. So people are actually going to be like using social media at a peak. Don't make it as a addiction, obviously. Use it for 30, 40, 50. Just try to give 1 hour to your social media handle, even it's Insta or even it's LinkedIn or any other, because you really need to tell to the public also like what you are actually doing. If you're not telling to the public, if you are sitting at home and doing the things which are actually great, but the people actually don't know what actually Nilesh is doing, so might be it not be going to be the helpful one. Fine. And that's how you can create your personal brand. Any other questions? Let's do one activity before, like we already past 40 minutes and almost 20 minutes left, 15 to 20 minutes. So let's do activity. Every one of you going to participate. What we're going to do is, you need to tell the name of your city without telling the name of your city. Fine. So how are we going to going to do this? Like, I'm not going to tell the name of my city. You need to tell why your city is famous for. It's going to be one liner. You need to write in the chat box, or you can turn on your like mic and speak. You have a 1 minute, everyone. Let's do this activity. It's not a big activity. I think everyone can do. Fine. City of joy. Fine. Fine. Others. You need to tell the name of your city without telling the name of your city. Everyone need to participate. Why your city is famous for? My city is city of NRIs, city of sugar, and city of fabric also. What's your city? I'm actually waiting your responses. Home of historical and natural resources. Fine, fine. city of joy, home of any other. I really want to know from all of you. Any one of you can say, Amita, you are also the admin, right? So you can also tell like what's your city without telling the name of your city. And let me know from Western Pacific Ocean. Fine. Now I request the person who have written something in the chat box need to unmute their mic and actually tell the name of the city so people got to know what the actual city is. My city is famous for sugar, fabric, textile mill, and auto parts. That's great. That's great, Drishti. And what about others? Someone says a city of joy. Any guesses? City of joy? Or Soumya, you can, if I'm not pronouncing Soumya. Yeah, Soumya ji, can you tell me the name of your city, actual name of your city now? City of foodies. That's great, Amita. Delhi, might be, if I'm not wrong. Or Punjab. But Punjab is not a city, yeah. Indore. Okay, okay. Yeah, it's like I really like look at YouTube videos. Yeah, it's Indore. Indore food is really famous. Kolkata. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Great, great, great. City is famous for sugar, fabric, textile mill, and auto parts. Great. From Western Pacific Ocean, home of historical and natural resources. Yes, Reen, if I'm not pronouncing your name, so can you tell which city are you in? Wow, great to see people are from Indore, Kolkata, from Western Pacific Ocean. Wow, 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 amazing, amazing, amazing. So, come back to the topic, and in last 5-10 minutes, I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm from Philippines. Great, great. I'm from my city is Sukrans in Pakistan. Oh, great! People from Pakistan is also watching us. Great, great, great SEMS. Like people from Pakistan is actually watching. So let me take like 5 to 7 minutes of more of you. Let me tell you one thing. It's all you can you create your personal brand. No one is going to say you. Okay, people will give you so many sessions. Nilesh is like today is getting giving a session. Someone from other going to come and give the session. Fine, but let me tell you, the day you're going to start working on yourself, it's going to be really tough. Sorry to say, like I explained about PEI. Yeah, it's going to be helpful, but when you're going to start your journey, when you start thinking like from today I am going to create my personal brand, I am starting focusing, I am starting giving my 30 minutes of my time. Fine, I'm not saying to give your 2 3 5 hours of your time. Just make your just not to make your schedule. You doing awesome of things, just do it. Just start giving 30 minutes. That's how I do. Just giving 30 minutes of your time what you actually want to do. Okay. And like when you start your day na, you can make to do list if you can, but I really tried but I am failed because I really don't know like how to make it, and I actually failed. I not able to follow. So I just think like I close my eyes, like and have 5 minutes of my time and just think like what actually I really want to do in this day and how I'm going to uh, like start my day and how I am going to end my day. So that's like you going to fail obviously, like every day. I actually thought I really want to do this but I not done. After some time, after 30, 40, 50, 60 days now, you going to thank me, you can thanks me on LinkedIn. Nilesh, thank you. I came to your session, but I start giving my 30 minutes of time. I'm always available on LinkedIn. You can always contact me on LinkedIn. So start giving 30 minutes of time. If you start giving 30 minutes of your time now, you going to feel happy for sure, for sure. That's going to be 30 productive minutes of your life. Fine, like it's all done from my side. Like what I can share, I have shared about like personal branding.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time. The webinar was really amazing. I would like to propose heartiest vote of thanks to you for gracing today's webinar. Your presence and wise word helped us magnifying the best possible. I hope all the participants also learned a lot from this webinar. I guess so, right? I would really like to thank you all for giving us your valuable time and delighted to be the part of today's webinar. Okay, thank you again for you all for attending today's webinar. If you have Additional questions, you can contact us by email or telephone. We are happy to provide additional support to you all. A sunset is nothing more than or less than the backside of sunrise. So stay connected for us for this never ending. I, Amita Singh, your host of the day, signing off on cheerful note. Have a wonderful day. Thank you all.